Hello Internetians, my name is Josh, aka Ultraplayer, your coach of the New York Metagross, welcoming you to our Week 1 battle in the UBLN versus Prioxis, coach of Mew. Now, first thing I want to go over is this layout. This was made by Ashley the Cat, who is also a coach in the UBLN, who we will also be facing, I think. And he does not do webcams on his videos. So there's that. I'm going to move this over just a smidge. So he does not do webcams on video, so I did not have a place for my webcam, but I'm okay with that. Alright, I think this layout works well without the webcam. And I don't have to worry about my face being all dumb and stuff. So anyway, moving on. On the left, you can see where my 11 mons are going to be. The 5 that are not bringing this week are not visible right now. And then here's the 6 my opponent brings will be on the right. And then there's going to be my battle straight ahead of all of us. Thank you to Darude King Leafstorm for recording this battle and sending it to me so I could upload it. Because my capture card does not actually record 3DS, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, my friend code's on the bottom. If you guys want to add me, you go right ahead. I don't really do Wi-Fi battles much. I only will be doing it for this league, but hey, it's there if you want to add me. Now then, looking over his team, he brings the Tapu Fini, the Arcanine, the I can't think, Hitmontop, Dragonite, Cryogonal, and the Thundurus Therian. So no Mega Pidgeot, which is really cool because that would be kind of annoying to switch into constantly. No Roserade, which is also really cool, just so I don't have to worry about Hazard Stack and I don't have to, and Drill won't be as pressure to Rapid Spin. No Bisharp, which means no Stealth Rocks. No Meloetta, which is always nice, but I didn't really expect anything to come anyway. No Drifloon, which I also didn't expect to come. So that's always nice. Now then, with that being out of the way, let's go ahead and jump in real quick as a recap for what we are building, even though we have a team builder fully dedicated to every set that we have. We have our specially defensive Speedy Rotom Heat with 3 attacks. We have our Stealth Rocking defensive 3 attacks Pursuit Tyranitar, our Life Orb 4 attack Speed Boost Yanmega, our Sand Forest Grounding EMZ Excadrill, our one thing I need to mention, I originally had Fly EMZ on my Noivern, which I actually did not have in game. I did not go back to 10 Carat Hill, and I did not get it after I got Machamp as a ride Pokemon. But also, that would have been a second Z Crystal. And when I was getting into the battle, I was kind of rushed to get in because I did not want to keep Prioxis waiting anymore, and I didn't throw Sharpeek on there. I would have put Sharpeek on there. It was on one of my in-game mons. It was on 2 Cannon, and that was in my PC, and I just did not feel like going to get it, so I just threw whatever I felt like on there, and it ended up being Fire EMZ, just for the hell of it, in case I needed it for God knows what reason. Maybe if Cryogonal became kind of an issue and Hitmontop didn't come. I don't know. So Noivern is holding the Fire EMZ. Does not matter what it's holding. But it's 4 attacks with U-turn. So that's cool. And then we have our Celebi sub 3 attacks offensive, so that's always nice. And looking at his team, when I was deciding lead, I thought of a lot of things. I really like Tar as a potential lead because getting out rocks is really nice. He has 4 mons that are weak to it. Although he did bring every mon that can on his team that can remove them. However, I really liked Rotom Heat as a lead. I really thought him had the best matchup. Nothing on his team could really threaten me out, barring Tapu Fini. And if he did lead Tapu Fini, I'm faster than most variants, so I could Volt Switch out on it immediately. Dragonite, maybe Banded Outrage I should be scared of, but I could take it, Volt Switch out, and go into Excadrill. So no matter what, I really liked Rotom Heat as a lead. So let us get into it. Sorry about that. Alright, getting into it, let us take care of... Yes, it looks fine. Go away. So, I'm going to lead my Rotom Heat, and he's going to lead his Tapu Fini as kind of expected. And like I said, I very much do expect that I will also be this almost guaranteed, and I am just going to click Volt Switch. Now, one thing I do want to mention is I've only seen this replay once, and I had the battle kind of yesterday. I mean, it's just, I haven't slept since I've had this battle, but it was yesterday. So if I do make a mistake, I'm sorry. However, he does go into his Thunderous Therian on the Volt Switch. I'm okay with this. I can take any hit this thing wants to go for, and I'm just going to stay in and Hidden Power Ice. And you're going to see that he's going to go for the all-out pummeling, predicting my Excadrill or my Tyranitar to come in. But that's perfectly fine. I know for a fact that I can take this hit. I can take any hit that he wanted to possibly throw out at me. However, you're going to see this is going to do a lot more than I originally predicted. I don't know why I didn't think this would do. I thought this would do less than half, but it does about 65%. I'm going to get off a Hidden Power Ice and do about 45. My leftovers are going to pop, and I'm going to get up to a decent amount of health. However, I'm still in range of a I'm potentially in range of a Focus Blast. So I don't want to stay in. I'm going to go hard into my Celebi, knowing that I can take a Focus Blast. I can take an HP Ice after even still. He's actually going to go for the Volt Switch. And this damage is getting confirmed. He is just Max Special Attack, probably Max Speed as well. And he's going to go into his Andross. He could have gone into a lot of things, but like Arcanine. However, Arcanine would have been back because I'm obviously offensive by the damage. So I could have hit that thing with an Earth Power, so I can see why he didn't go into it. So he goes into his Cryogonal, which can outspeed me and hit me with a Ice Beam or Freeze Dry. And I'm just going to go into my Rotom. I know I can take any hit unless it's HP Rock and Life Orb. But he's going to go for Knockoff, which is very interesting. That gets rid of my leftovers, which is not nice for me. However, I know I can take, now that I've seen that damage, I know I can take any hit after that, and I'm just going to go for Pain Split. If he goes for HP Rock, that's fine, I can Pain Split up. If he goes to anything else, that's fine, I can get damage off on that while simultaneously healing. And you're going to see he's going to go for the Arcanine. Now, based on the damage, not based on the damage, but based on the health I end up being at 115, I calced it, and I know that that is... I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do believe it was kind of a bulky variant of Arcanine. So I was like, okay, that's cool. It's Intimidate, it's kind of bulky, so it's probably a physically defensive set. So here I am going to, I believe, Volt Switch out. Yes, Volt Switch out, and I'm going to go... I have a couple choices of where I can go into. I can go into Yanmega predicting a Will-O-Wisp and fire off an Air Slash and kill this. I can go into Noivern. I can take any hit, bar like an HP Ice or something. And if I get Will-O-Wisp, that's fine. I can go to Tyranitar, but I don't want my Chocolate Berry to pop right now in case he goes for Close Combat. And I don't really want to be burned. And the same thing with Excadrill. Excadrill should never be a switch-in. So, with all that in mind, I don't want to go into Celebi either because I don't want to take a Flare Blitz. With all that in mind, I ended up going into Noivern. Noivern can take any hit that I could go for. And if it goes for Will-O-Wisp, that's fine. And then I can just fire off a Hurricane or a Draco Meteor and just kill this or something else. Frisk goes off, and I see that he is the Sugar Berry, so I'm like, okay, cool. So he's kind of here for Excadrill. I'm going to go for the Hurricane. He's going to stay in, and I'm just going to kill this Arcanine, and that is very, very nice for me. Next, he is going to go into his Tapu Fini, knowing that he can take it any hit. And here, I'm Fire EMZ. I have U-Turn. I can easily U-Turn out on this and prevent any kind of double switch. However, he doesn't know that. He may think I'm Choice Specs, and I want to keep up that illusion because it may come in handy later. So instead of U-turning out, which could be the right play, I'm actually just going to hard switch out, bluffing the Specs or the Scarf, and using that to my advantage later. And you're going to see I'm going to go into the Onion Fairy, my Celebi. Perfectly fine. I can take a Moonblast if he wants to go for it. If he wants to go for Icing, that's fine. Nature's Magic, that's fine. And he gets a Special Attack Drop, which is kind of unfortunate, because that affects what I do next. I wanted to sub, but with the Special Attack Drop, I'm not going to be doing as much damage to whatever comes in. And I also don't really want to take 25% for no reason. So I'm going to fire off a Giga Drain. If he stays in, I get damage off and I heal back up. If he goes into anything, if he goes into Thunderous Therian, I knew that a -1 Giga Drain would still put this in range of a Hidden Power Ice for my Yanmega, which is kind of what I was going for with a Yanmega Super Late Game. However, if I had kept the special attack, I would have probably gone for Psychic, and this one would have been 2 KO'd. Now, I didn't really calc this, and I probably should have, but I was like, okay, I can live basically any hit. If he wants to go for Thunderbolt, that's fine. If he wants to go to Hidden Power Ice, I'm positive I live that. And he goes for Sludge Wave, and I should have calced this, because I actually died to that. So that's really unfortunate, so I just lose my Celebi for nothing. But it happens. It's perfectly fine. I didn't even really need Celebi, but it would have been nice to have. I'm going to go into Noivern here. I outspeed this. I know it's Titanium Z, and I can just drop a Draco. It's in range. It's going to die. I didn't want to go Yanmega yet. Didn't want to take any damage. And Cryogonal is not weak enough for me. So he's going to go into the Tapu Fini as I go for Draco Meteor, and here's where earlier comes into play, where he thinks I'm Specs. If he thinks I'm Choice right now, which he should, and I'm pretty sure he does, he'll see that I went for Draco Meteor, he'll think I'm 100% forced out. If I was him, I would not go for Moonblast, I'd go for Skull, predicting Rotom Heat, or my Excadrill to come in. And I predict that, so I'm just going to fire off a Hurricane. I think it's my best choice. I get off about 45%, 45%, and he doesn't go for Skull, predicting my Excadrill or my Rotom Heat to come in, which is excellent. I get off that damage for virtually free, no burn, and now I'm just safe to U-turn out. I don't want to take the incoming Moonblast because I am in range for it after that Scald, and that U-turn is going to be very nice as it's going to potentially put him in range of a Giga Drain from Young Mega if he is physically defensive, which I think he is. So I'm going to go into my Rotom Heat. He is going to go for the Moonblast, and I'm going to take virtually nothing from this. And here I believe I fire off an HP Ice, predicting the Tapu Fini for the Thundurus Therian to come in. Thundurus Therian is going to come in. I do not want that thing to heal up, so I'm never going to click Volt Switch, and I do click the Hidden Power Ice. And that is going to put it really, really, really low, and I'm going to click the Hidden Power Ice again as he Volt Switches out, and I believe he goes into his Cryogonal. Or his, I believe he goes into Dragonite here. I see Lance Bass, I see Dragonite, and I was like, don't be Weakness Policy. Don't be Weakness Policy. Do not be Weakness Policy, please God Almighty. That pop his Weakness Policy with my Hidden Power Ice. He takes it, no problem, and I'm scared. So here's the thing. The next Hidden Power Ice, based on that damage, is not going to kill. I'm scared. If this thing sets up a Dragon Dance and has extreme speed, he can potentially win the game. It all depends on rolls, it depends on all kinds of stuff, whether or not extreme speed actually does take out my Young Mega, etc. What does he have as coverage moves? So there's that. So that's fun. And yeah, so I'm really scared of this thing right now, and I'm fearing that I could potentially lose to the Dragonite right now if he sets up. So I'm thinking I have to go for Hidden Power Ice. There's no other play. I have to just pray and pray and pray. Hidden Power Ice will put it really low, and then I can go into my Tyranitar after, and hopefully maybe take an Earthquake, except not really, or a Dragon Claw. If he does not have Earthquake, then Tyranitar will kill it. If not, he'll eventually go down to Sand Damage, which is what I have to go off of. I'd have to play around and play off of what moves he has, etc., etc. But no matter what, my play here is HP Ice. And I'm going to get the HP Ice off, and I'm going to be faster. And that matters a lot. And then I see him go for Outrage, and I'm like, okay, this is excellent. He's a slower Dragonite, I'm a fast Rotom. He's probably that speed that I was going for, that I made my Rotom Heat, which was enough for anything speed creeping my Tyranitar. So that is fabulous, that is fabulous. That means I can go out to my Young Mega on the very next turn, Blade Wing comes out, and I can finish this thing off with a Hidden Power Ice. Bug Buzz is a roll, so I don't really want to risk that. If he goes on Tapu Fini and saves this, that I don't care at this point. I can't risk it. So Dragonite's going to go down, huge threat. And actually EV'd wrong on my Blade Wing. I forgot to change my EV, so I get a Life Orb number. But whatever. He goes in Tapu Fini, and I'm like, it's a roll to kill this thing if he's no Spadef. If he's just max HP, this is a roll to kill with Giga Drain. I was like, I'm willing to risk it. He can't kill me with any one hit at this range, including a Moonblast. So I'm going to go for Giga Drain, and I'm just going to barely miss out on that KO. And you're going to see that he is going to go for the Nature's Madness. And pop a Citrus Berry. Oh no, that's not a Citrus Berry. He's going to go for Nature's Madness and pop his, his Mago Berry. I think, what is that, Papa? The Eye of Papa? Anyway, Nature's Madness can come off. It is going to do 50% to me, which is less than ideal. But I can still just Giga Drain this thing, get back a whole bunch of health. And he does not want that. He wants to save his Tapu Fini's health. So he is going to go out into his Cryogonal. And this damage is going to reveal a lot. I spent a long time calculating this, and I eventually figured out that I'm positive he is Assault Vest. And after I'm going to see this next attack come off, if it will come. I switch out. I'm going to go into my Tyranitar, as I'm going to see the Ice Beam come out. Spoiler alert, as soon as my Sandstream comes up. Ice Beam comes out, and based on this damage, I know that he is, in fact, max special attack. So I'm positive he's Assault Vest. And I'm positive that he's going to want to save this for Yanmega. I could go for Rocks, however, I think the best play is to, in fact, Pursuit Trap this thing and get off loads and loads of damage. And put it in range of Rocks, actually. So he's going to go into his Hitmontop, finally revealing that. And my plan was, let Tyranitar die. If I come in with Excadrill after this, Groundinium Z is a near guaranteed OHKO because I'm not going to have the Intimidate on me. So my plan is to spam Rocks until I die. Making sure that I kill this thing and I keep him up so Cryogonal also dies as well as Thunderstyrian. He's actually going to pull a double switch into the Cryogonal, predicting my Noivern to come in. However, Stealth Rocks are going to come up, and as long as he doesn't Rapid Spin them away, that kill the Noivern. Here, I actually want to go for Pursuit, as this will guarantee that this thing dies. There is a chance, I'm positive he's Assault Vest, but there is a chance that he is max HP and max special attack. So I want to Pursuit Trap this thing and kill it if he wants to switch out and whatever. So the thing is, he can switch out. If he's max HP, max special attack, and has Recover, he can switch out here, spin away with Hitmontop, and then save this and recover up sometime, maybe later, possibly, potentially, who knows. Potentially versus my Yanmega if he thinks he's faster. So, I did not want that to happen. I wanted to make sure this thing does not get the chance to switch out, because I did not think he would stay in and recover. I thought he would switch out and recover later, or suicide this thing off by clicking Knock Off or Hidden Power Fighting or something. So my play was Pursuit. I know I say I spam Rocks, but Pursuit was definitely the play in my head. He knocks off, I Pursuit, that's going to kill the Cryogonal. Goodbye, one of your potential hazard removers. You only got 2 left. So he's going to go into the Hitmontop. I believe I just click the Stealth Rocks here. Again, spamming Rocks. And he's actually going to predict my Noivern to come in again and go out to top Finny. And I was like, good lord, let me sack this thing. Now, at this point, I was positive that this thing was not his Defogger, or his Hazard Remover. He showed Scald, Moonblast, and the Nature's Madness. I was positive it was either Taunt, Calm Mind, or Ice Beam in the last slot. So I was perfectly okay with just clicking Rock Slide a couple times until I died, so that I could potentially kill this thing and just suicide my Tyranitar off. Rock Slide's gonna come out, it's gonna miss. Whatever. He's in range of Giga Drain, he's in range of potentially Hurricane, and he's definitely in range of a, what is it called? Earthquake. However, I'm going to go into my Yanmega because that is the most guaranteed kill. No matter what, I'm positive that I will kill it with a Giga Drain. He is going to go out into Flamer, and at this point I was kind of like, this thing is going to have Rock Slide and it's going to be Cobra Berry. That's the only thing that was like, okay, Yanmega can't sweep. Because at this point, Yanmega could just clean everything. Giga Drain kills Tapu Fini, Rocks kill Cryogonal and Thundurus, and Air Slash kills this. I go for Giga Drain. Air Slash wasn't a guaranteed kill on Tapu Fini. And I was really afraid that I would not see an item. Because I haven't seen one yet. I go for Giga Drain, like, please don't be Cobra Berry so I can kill this. That is not in range of a Cobra Berry Air Slash. He could still live it. And I see an item, and it's red card. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to be forced out into my Excadrill of all things, and I was like, this is perfect. That's game. He goes for Fake Out, and I was like, okay, it's almost game. I'm not intimidated. Groundinium Z, or Tectonic Rage, is a guaranteed kill, and that is exactly what I'm going to go for. We are going to see my beautiful Avatar Lily go for Groundinium Z. And Tectonic Rage is going to come out. And our first Z-move of the league comes out, Tectonic Rage, and let us see this beauty. Goodbye. Right into the core goes Hitmontop. And down it goes. Now, he is going to go out to his Tapu Fini. Unfortunately for him, he takes Stealth Rocks, and that doesn't mean he is going to go down to the Earthquake. Here in just a moment, Misty Terrain gets set up, and Earthquake comes off. This is a great battle. Copper Phoenix is going to die, and the other two monsters out of the rock, so we are going to come out a 3-0 victory. This is a great battle. I was really scared of that Dragonite in the middle of the battle. Great prep on his part. Great prep. He made some over predictions, which I think really cost him the first turn prediction into my Excadrill, which still helped him because it weakened my Rotom. And just constantly predicting me to switch out, I think really hurt him. However, I still think this is an amazing battle. GG, Prioxis, and I hope to see you later on in potentially the playoffs. So with that, guys, that is going to be our first game. We're going to go 1-0 in the UBLN, and next week we go against another, this was a divisional match, and I believe we go against another divisional match in the Miami Magna Zones next week. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace.